Welcome to this third interview of the leaderboards from School Synthesizer. Today we have Lincoln Placid. It's a special guest because
Hello.
he's the CMO of Synthesizer. I'm very honored to have a man like this with me, and we're gonna have the ability to pick his brain to understand how we can create amazing content, create connection, and create amazing memes. So, Lincoln, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Hello, I am Lincoln and I am the CMO of Synthesizer. So I started Synthesizer just a blank slate, just a 17, 16-year-old trying to do business. And yeah, I followed the roadmap, tried to network with people, found a bunch of people who I could form a circle from. That's my new school group called Circle. And that's where I have a bunch of people that I love. So how I got the CMO synthesizer role will go with that. I just sent memes. So I kept on sending memes, kept on sending GIFs, and everyone was laughing, everyone was having a good time, and Kirby decided to say that I wasn't a moderator. So context, I just got the moderator role. And in my recent post, I decided to say, oh yeah, I finally got the moderator role for Synthesizer. And Kirby commented that I'm not a moderator, which I was like on that post at that second. And he sent that, and my heart just dropped. Uh, and then the next comment, he said that I was the CMO of Synthesizer now, the Chief Meme Officer.
This is beautiful. I really want to congratulate you for just restarting the entrepreneur journey at 17 and really giving a lot of value by also providing a good atmosphere within the group. I started when I was 17 as well, and I think like it's so beautiful that we have young people like you doing this. And also what I found is very beautiful is that what differentiates synthesizer from other communities and most community on School is that there is a community actually. A lot of community are just
Mm,
like people using School as like a landing page to get their leads and sell them their courses or whatever. And we clearly can easily notice which are the communities where it's just the admins creating content and pushing down their marketing towards people. But what you're
mm,
doing there, you're making synthesizer and School communities alive. You're bringing something like a human touch that's missing from all these more business related communities where it feels that it's just business. And I really want to thank you for that. And this is why I'm making these interviews is to bring more aliveness within the community so people can get inspired by people like you and saying, hey, actually, I don't have just to talk about business, but I can also have fun while doing it.
mm.
So the question that comes to me is like, what is your mindset? What is your mindset when you come to synthesizer or you come to another community and you're like, okay, I want to create something, I want to bring something positive here. What do you think like when you open your laptop and you're like, oh, I'm gonna spark some joy in the life of people?
So my mindset is two words, have fun. So, I mean, originally I wasn't the CMO, and I think just once I got the role, it put me in the mindset of, okay, I need to fulfill this role for everyone. CMO, Chief Meme Officer. So I was like, okay, so I'll get a bunch of gifts from this gift website, and I don't think school gifts are that entertaining. So I went to Discord gifts because I used to send Discord gifts to my friends, and they were always unhinged. So I found the website that Discord uses for their gifts, and now I just transport them over to school. So I like sending a little meme with like a cat thumbs up and the cat is crying, and another way that I found to get the CMO role was to make memes of people in the community. So I think the reason why you said before that synthesizer is such a community instead of like this big conglomerate thing is because of the normalization of networking. So obviously we have networking in the synthesizer roadmap. For anyone who doesn't know what the synthesizer roadmap is, it's a path to freedom, complete freedom, where you can be whatever you want to be and you'll be happy about it. All right. So the normalization of networking, and I just started by going on calls with people. And then I was like one day just walking on a path and I was like, what if I make memes of the people who I've networked with? I think that would be a good, like, cool idea. So I can't remember the first meme that I made. Actually, I can. Aiden. Aiden is the host of Synthesizer, and I started my meme making journey when he was launching synthesizer scaling. And I was thinking of this meme, the stonks meme. So when stocks are going up. And that was my first meme where I just copy and pasted his face from a video he had onto this stonks meme. And it just made me laugh. So I was like, okay, more, more. I want to do more people because I was like having fun making these memes. And I posted about it. And then the engagement was wild, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I can just do whatever I want and have fun, and then people will, come to me and have fun as well. So that's kind of the thought process, and it's stuck ever since.
It's amazing. Actually, I have a tattoo here on my finger that says "fan" to remind myself to have. Can you see it? And
Yeah.
so yeah, it's so beautiful how you don't just bring memes that you find on the internet. You really have a whole file like I want to make synthesizer a better place, and I love how the roadmap have made you understand that networking is such an important part of that. And that creating connection, this is why we do business actually. We do business because we're here to serve people, to help them. We're not just there to shine on social media and say, look at me, I have like 10,000 followers or 100,000 followers. But we are here to connect with people, to understand them, and to bring value to them. And that's what you're doing through uh, the, um, the container of memes. You bring value because you understand people and you make jokes about it. And there's a saying that there's always truth into jokes, and that you bring that truth and you show them to people like, look, this is how fun you are. This is not taking you seriously, but making just like more fun and enjoying that. And we often forget to have fun when we're doing business because we have this idea that business has to be this serious thing, like, oh, I'm doing business, I'm busy, like. And I think that what you're doing is so important and very underlooked, that we can have fun while creating business. And so, what would you be your advice to someone who's just joining synthesizer, or even someone who is already on Skool or in different communities, but never really went through that idea of like, oh, I'm gonna make something special here, or just like being shy about creating content? What would you say to them?
Uh, I would say just start, which is the advice that people get a lot is just start, but it's really true that it doesn't really matter because whenever you start, you're going to be bad. When I made my first meme, it was just a screenshot of Aiden's face. But now I have this entire program, this entire process that I go to make my memes. And it's like, I wouldn't have gotten this role if I had been stuck thinking about, how do I create this? Oh, how do I do this? Oh, it's not good enough. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, just do it
Yeah, yeah.
and have
Don't,
fun.
Yeah, it's about not overthinking it, but just really whatever thing comes to you. And in the second interview with Evelyn, we had also this thing. Evelyn was saying that the beginning is the moment where you can suck and you have justification because you're just a beginner. If you're doing something for many years and you suck, there's a problem with you. But if you're just starting, if it's just the beginning and you suck, it's very normal. So actually enjoy the fact that you're just a beginner because you can make mistakes and not look stupid. Amazing. So if someone wants to be a networking king like you and just get on calls with people and reconnect with people, what would you advise them to do?
What would I advise them to do? Comment, chat, call, the three C's of the roadmap. So the only reason why now I can get on calls with all these big people and I can just send someone a call link from Synthesizer and then they'll book a call is because most people on Synthesizer know me. I'm a CMO, I'm a moderator, always on the leaderboard. And if you've posted, I've probably commented on your post. So since everyone knows me, since everyone knows, likes, and trusts me, maybe narcissistic, but knows, likes, and trusts me, then I have that goodwill that I can then cash in. And I'm like, oh, this person looks cool. I'll send them a DM, and then they'll most likely reply if they're very consistent on Synthesizer and have seen me. Uh, and that's how I network with people. So if I was just starting out on Synthesizer, I would do the exact same thing that I did before, which was follow the roadmap. So comment, chat, and call. People were asking about the transition between commenting and chatting. So a lot of people get stuck on that. Uh, what you want to do is you comment, right? And then someone replies to your comment. Say they reply with, "Oh my gosh, that was so cool." You can reply, this is what I did when I was starting out, with sending you a DM. You screenshot that and then send them a DM. Uh, and don't be afraid of them just ignoring you because that's normal. You need to build up that goodwill beforehand. So there are two ways you could go about it. You could either comment and then aggressively try to DM them. Uh, that's only something you want to do once you've built up a lot of goodwill. If you haven't, then build up that goodwill by just simply commenting. And once you have a stockpile of goodwill, then you can become a networking king like me and just message anyone you want and be like, hey, I kind of want to call you. And they'll book a call.
This is
So,
amazing. Following the roadmap is always the advice that I'm receiving, that is being shared here in these interviews. And it's very simple. We need to be seen by people before they trust us. Because if you just straight ahead jump onto people, it really feels like you're trying to take something from them. So just be there, be calmly, let them notice that you exist by making comments and showing that you actually are interested in their post and just read their post. And when you have something valuable to add to it, just add it. Then when they answer to you, you can start connecting with them. And at one point, when they will see you as much and you become famous as Lincoln, well, you will be able to just send a calendar link and say, call me. Beautiful, Lincoln. This is such amazing. I really love how you just really went through this process. And when I'm listening to you, I can see that you are experiencing this process to be working. It's not like, oh, I'm doubting about, it works. So what would be like a golden nugget you could give us on how to create good memes?
how to create good memes. Make them personal, but make them also something that everyone can laugh at. So I had a meme that was, I didn't even think it was going to be that popular. I just made it so that Mertha would laugh at it. but it was the meme about Mirtha, where if you don't know her, she smiles all the time, and
Yeah.
she's always happy-go-lucky. And whenever we have calls, we book a call like for the next day. Like the vibes are just real with her. Uh, so she's smiling all the time. So I made this meme of the two-button guy. So he has two options and he's sweating.
Yes,
I
yes,
got
yes.
her face and then plastered her face on the guy's face. And I made her holding a towel as she's sweating. And the options are either stop smiling or literally die. And everyone in Synthesizer, I don't know why, but they just laughed their ass off on that one. That was like their favorite meme. And I was like, huh. So the advice I would give is, yeah, what I said before, make it so that everyone can laugh at the meme because most people know Mirtha as just smiling. And even in the meme, the photo of her is smiling. So, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
also,
totally
again, have fun.
always have fun. Totally agree with you, you know, like when Mirtha has this such amazing energy, it just feels like she's radiating smiles, you know, like it's not just her face, it's just whole energy of her. And that meme also made me laugh. I was just like, you see, it's just like, you know, it's an impossible choice. Me personally, my favorite meme was when you had a screenshot of like the meme folder you had. I was like, oh my God, this guy has Goldmine. I was like, it just made my day. Do you have any last words for people listening?
Uh, Follow the synthesizer roadmap.
Follow the synthesizer roadmap. Amen. Okay, guys. This was Lincoln. If you want to get interviewed, the only thing you have to do is to follow the roadmap, comment, chat, create content, get on the top of the leaderboard, get yourself seen. And when I will see that you're there, that you're consistently making amazing content, I will reach out to you and you will have your moment of glory. Lincoln, thank you for this moment. Thank you for all your wisdom. Thank you for making Citizen a good place that we all love. And talk to you soon.